Alright, hey, Evulsion here. Thanks for tuning into this video. This one, I have 3 separate battles. They're completely random, Gen 9, and just wanted to show you some strategy I used and also some mistakes that I made so you can learn from my mistakes. So starting off, this is just a random battle. You don't get to know your Pokemon. You just basically have to jump in and see what happens. So with this one, starting off, I'll be honest with you guys, some of the Gen 9s, I just don't know them fully. So if you play this on your phone, you can actually hover over the Pokemon and it will tell you their type. And then you can just use your head or a chart if you have one to decide what their weakness is. Here at the beginning, I was just getting pummeled. And honestly, at this point, I did not realize that I could just hover over the other Pokemon to see what they were, and I could not remember what Poke it was. Man, I just got beat up here at the beginning, so I'm gonna let you guys see this beat down. But there was one moment that turned the whole thing around and I ended up winning, and it's here with this Dragapult. So when he sent out Mew, I was super confused and like, well, this Mew's about to beat me up. And then that first Draco Meteor really kind of put a whooping on him. That Toxic Spike almost made me lose this whole battle, but right here, if you watch, I'm going to show you the move that changed it all around. Now this Mew, as you see, it keeps getting health back, and then I'm using Draco Meteor, and it's just barely taking a little bit more than Leftovers is bringing back. And so that's where I decided, I was like, okay, that Draco Meteor is really strong, so let me go ahead and use this U-turn. Or no, I switched out right here. And you'll see why that's important. So that first play rough knocked out Palkia in one hit. That was a big deal because Draco Meteor would have never done that, and this Ogerpon was able to get that. So right here, that move, doing that U-turn to bring out this Iron Moth is what saved the entire match. So I used the Sludge Bomb there. This Iron Moth ended up having a fire move. So you'll see in one sec, this Fiery Dance almost knocked out Sceptile in one hit. Then it changed into Steel, and then I was like, well, I'm gonna hit it with another Fire Blast and it should kill it. So that Fiery Dance got it. And that Sludge Wave. And here at this very last one, it was basically one-on-one because my Dragapult was done. But yeah, I ended up hitting it with a Fire Blast. I got lucky because it left a grass. So that's the first battle. So my lesson there is that sometimes just see if you can get another Pokemon out there if you know that it can't win. Take the risk. Now this one, I ended up kind of getting beat down. Actually the next two, but I'll try and tell you guys some of my strategies or things that I messed up so you can learn from me. Now, recording error there, but this Comfey right here ended up really saving me and kept me in the battle for a long time. But I just really didn't stand a chance. To be 100% honest with you guys, I don't know what it was, if it was just a random Pokemon or what, but I like Calm Mind. Calm Mind is a really strong move, and it's a good strategy sometimes when you can see that somebody's just throwing out a lot of randomness and they're not going to kill your Pokemon really quickly, so you can just use it to boost up. And this one had Drain Kiss, so I knew if I could just get it strong enough that Surf wasn't going to kill me. It was going to take even longer as I used my Calm Mind, and then the Drain Kiss would hopefully bring me back enough. Now, where I messed up on this one right here is, as you see, I used Terra Blast multiple times, and I should have been using Drain Kiss. I don't know what I was thinking, but thankfully I think at this moment, yes, right there I was like, oh, I have Drain Kiss, I forgot about that. So ended up helping me and really kept me in the battle. But Lesson here, if you have one of those moves and the Terra Blast is doing the same as your Drain Kiss, use that Drain Kiss and get some health back just to keep you in, and see if just throws the other trainer off balance just a little bit. As you see, he didn't switch out. I think he was thinking that he would be able to knock it out with Surf, like a critical hit or something, and I was able to knock out the Empoleon. But yeah, that Draining Kiss thing was strong. So I took out Miss Magius. And then this Lunala, this thing ended up stomping my whole team, unfortunately. But where I messed up right here, and I don't even know what I would have done differently, but it started using Calm Mind. This other trainer started using Calm Mind. And so I tried to do the same thing, hoping that Drain Kiss would save me again. And what ended up happening was, because that Calm Mind on the Lunala got that thing so strong that it just started one-shotting my Pokemon after it kills Comfy. So if I could go back in time, probably would have tried to hit it with a few moves instead of using Calm Mind, just to throw the trainer off his game or her game. But or I would have looked at my Pokemon to see who else I would have had, to see if I could send somebody out there that would have been more effective against him before he got up to that 3.5 times special defense and special attack. And this Moongeist beam, that thing was so strong. Right there, I got so unlucky, because had my fish ended up hitting him with a Shadow Ball right there, I would have knocked him out and we would have been going the opposite way, so tides would have turned. But right here, he ends up one-shotting my Moltres, and that just destroyed him. And Moltres missed the Fire Blast too, so that really sucked. So I do think some of my strategy was on point, but I just got unlucky, and that happens in the game. That's what happens when you're dealing with computers and different percentages and such. But right there, he ended up knocking out Leafeon real quick. Then the Lilligant. I don't remember if this is this is the move I take him out with. And then he just happened to have an Incineroar and right here, missed a Sleep Powder. That would have been nice to hit. Probably would have bought me time, but I was going to lose the battle anyway. So that was a loss. These trainers online, they're serious. The teams, like, it's no joke. But get online, get on Pokemon Showdown, try it out, and you'll have a good time. Here in this third battle, this Fion ended up being a monster and knocking out half my team. But I tried my same technique, these Pokemon just seem to have Calm Mind a lot on Pokemon Showdown, I've noticed. So I don't know if that's, just randomness and it happens to be that way, or if the creator put Calm Mind as a heavy moveset for a lot of Pokemon, but it is a strong move. Right there, sending out this Ice Cube. Yeah, I was thinking that I would do a little bit better. And then right there, that Fion did the transform into Dragon type. I did not catch it in the battle. I must have looked away or looked at one of the kids or something. So I brought out this Iron Hands, used that Thunderbolt, thinking, oh, I'll knock it out in one hit, and then it did nothing because it was Dragon type. So lesson, pay attention. Keep an eye on those different types, especially if they transform online, because had I noticed that, probably would have sent somebody else out. And as you see, used that ice beam, was super effective, but he already had that 3 times special defense, 2.5 times special defense, so it was going to be kind of a tough battle. So something else I could have looked to do, or looked at my Pokemon, were to see if I had a dragon type with a physical move dragon, so I could have gone in, you know, like a Dragon Claw or something like that. And when you're playing on your phone, what you can do is when the Pokemon are there at the bottom, you just hold over the Pokemon, it'll tell you all 4 moves. So learn that one just a little bit later than this match, and that would have been helpful here. And this Fion would not have wiped out half my team by itself. And I think he ends up wiping out Ludicolo too. Not much talking here, just watching the beatdown. So yeah, I guess enjoy this, and then after that, then the next Pokemon come out. And I think I eventually beat Fion and make it a little bit more competitive. But okay, so this Mimikyu. If you don't know about Mimikyu, you are way behind. And do not sleep on Mimikyu. Story, I used to play a lot in my younger days, and ended up playing with a couple of people at work, and I stomped everybody until one guy came in. He brought out Mimikyu. I didn't know about Mimikyu. He came out, he beat me almost single-handedly with Mimikyu. I think that Mimikyu ended up getting banned later on from competitive play for that moveset, but he put a whooping on me, and I took a break from Pokemon after that. But thankfully, as you see, I had Shadow Claw, so I went for a physical move, ended up taking him out because that special defense was just too high. And then that Play Rough, same thing, was able to one-shot him, so I made it more competitive. But yeah, this Claw just happened to be faster, take me out. And then right here, my Houndoom, which I love Houndoom, but stood no chance, unfortunately. If you're still here, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe.